Blue Jays hosting the Cubs, and the Cubs are plus 108 on the money line. The Blue Jays are minus 126. The over-under, 9 runs. The Cubs, getting a run and a half on the run line, are minus 196, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by 1, you win. And the Blue Jays, laying a run and a half on the run line, are plus 162, meaning if you bet them that way, they have to win this game by at least 2 runs. Now, these are the overnight odds. They're going to change the closer we get to first pitch tomorrow. And whenever I make my picks, it's based off of the pitchers that you see listed above me. If they change it, it'll probably change my pick. So if you're going to bet overnight, make sure you select the pitcher that you want, not the team, because if they change the pitcher, the odds are going to change. Now, Talion pitched 6 times against the Blue Jays last year as a member of the Yankees, a division rival. It happens quite a bit. 5 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned. They lost that game 3-0. He struck out 6. 6 innings, 1 run, 1 earned. They won that game 9-1. That was in Toronto. He struck out 4. 5 1/3, 2 runs, 2 earned. They won that game 5-3. He struck out 4. 5 2/3, no runs, no earned. They won that game 4-0 in Toronto. He struck out 3. 5 innings, 3 runs, 3 earned. They lost that game 4-0. He struck out 5. 7 innings, 1 run, 1 earned. They won that game 5-2. That was in Toronto, and he struck out 6. The Cubs have won his last 5 starts. They are 7-3 in his last 10. He's averaging 5 innings pitched and 4.5 strikeouts per game in those games. He's got an ERA of 1.8 in those games. The under has hit in his last 3 games, and the under is 3-1-1. And the under has been pretty high in 2 out of the 3 of the last starts, but it is what it is. His last 2 outings, allowing 2 earned runs, striking out 7 and striking out 5. The 2 previous, allowing 1 earned run, striking out 4 and striking out 6. And then 3 earned runs, striking out 4. That's his last 5 for Talion. For Ryu, he did not pitch against the Cubs either last year or this year. They are 1-1 in his 2 starts so far this year. And the over-under is 1-1. There really hasn't been a lot of feedback since he's been back. 4.5 innings, 4 2/3 innings pitched, and 2.5 strikeouts per game in those games, allowing 2 earned runs. I mean, he allowed 4 earned runs in one game and no earned runs in another. So it is what it is. Now, in their last handful of games against each other, the Cubs have won the last 3 that they've played against each other. The road team is on a 3-game winning streak. The home team is 7-3. The Cubs are 6-4 against the Blue Jays in their last 10. The underdog has won the last 3 games, although the favorite is 7-3 on the money line. The underdog, getting a run and a half on the run line, is 6-4. There have been 4 one-run games in their last 10 meetings. The over is 7-2-1, and the over 9 specifically is 5-2-3. The 2 games that they've played this year, the Cubs won 6-2 and 5-4. The Cubs are 7-3 in their last 10, 3-1 in their last 4, and the over-under is 5-5 in their last 10 games. Beating the Mets 3-2, losing to the Mets 4-3, and then beating the Blue Jays 6-2 and 5-4. The under has hit in 3 out of their last 4 games for the Cubs. For the Blue Jays, they are 5-5 in their last 10. The under is 8-2 in their last 10. They are 1-3 in their last 4, or 1-4 in their last 5. And the under has hit in 5 out of their last 6 games. Today was the game that it actually went over. Beating the Guardians 1-0, then losing 4-3 to the Guardians, and then 6-2 and 5-4 to the Cubs. Ryu is, both of these guys are guys that I genuinely don't trust. And the fact that the Blue Jays are a home favorite with Ryu on the mound is kind of where I'm questioning whether or not to take the team that's been dominating the other. I'm going to take the Cubs with the money line. I'm going to take the Cubs getting the runs, and I'm going to go under in this game. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.